Hi there. Welcome. If you have come here, it means that you are someone who's already a coach, or maybe you are someone who's willing to become a digital coach and you want to know what are the steps in order to become a digital coach. Now, my friend, this will be a detailed tutorial. My promise to you is that you would not have seen anything as detailed as this on the internet till yet. So, after watching this video, what I want from you is that you need to actually, if you really like this, give me a like button, a strong like button, subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell, also share and comment so that we can spread this message to a lot of people who really want to become a digital coach, because there are so many, fluff of information and flood of information which is there on the internet. So let's get started without wasting any time. So are you really pumped and excited? So first of all, let's imagine a life of a dream life of a digital coach. Well, if you don't know what the destination is going to be, how can we actually think about, even starting the journey? So let's create that destination. Now, what is really a digital coach and this entire journey all about? Think about, if you are a digital coach, you might be sleeping, but you have put in your automated systems in place where you can actually, help people solve their problems and still, make a business around your knowledge, around your skills, and you can still make money. That's what is called as, being a digital coach. Now, what you have done is, out of your knowledge, out of your skills, you came up with an idea, and the idea was to solve a problem. So, people don't pay for your products or courses or services. People pay for, what solution you can give to them. So you have an idea and you converted that idea into a course. You could be, solving any of the problems and you convert it into that course. Now that course delivers a particular kind of a result. Imagine, whatever it is, whatever an idea it is delivering a result. Think about Coke also. Coke might be a soft drink, but it is basically delivering a result where it helps people to actually, get over their thirst and actually feel refreshed, right? So similarly, your product is giving a result, and now you have positioned yourself uniquely that, you are someone who's actually, giving a particular kind of a result in a particular kind of a positioned way, right? That's very easily possible in today's day and age. Now, once you do that, you have put in your systems in place. What do you need? Well, any product or service, it needs traffic. Does that make sense, right? So you need traffic in order to get to sales. Now, what happens is that when you actually have this traffic, you show them a message, and that message is about your positioning. The message is about the result which your product delivers, so that you can actually help them solve a problem which they are actually facing right now. So what we do is we go on the internet and we run ads and we create a landing page. Now, people who come on this landing page, they go to an automated system after that. Well, that's the whole beauty of being a digital coach. They go to an automated coaching, system, and that system actually takes them to, once you give them the presentation, the system gives them the entire presentation, they are taken into the product page. And guess what? So your landing page also talks about the result which you are delivering. Your system is also giving a detailed information of what the, result you can deliver for them. And then comes the product page, where it is basically a sales page, which also tells them about the same thing. Some out of all these people will actually end up buying your products or courses, and they become your customers, and thus you could actually make money. Okay, so this is one part. But the beauty of the system is, when we do it correctly, we can make a lot of money by doing things correctly. So how do we do that correctly? Well, what we need to do is we need to understand that people who are just, when we are running ads, people might be, in their, maybe they are in their jobs, maybe they are in their homes, maybe they are at somebody else's places, something else, right? So they are not in a position right now to maybe, watch your entire system. So what we do is we create this thing called as list. So we built a list for ourselves, and then we nurture that list. And then after nurturing that list, what we do is we take them to our hub, which is our home on the internet. We build our home in the right manner. And from that home, we again sell those people to, to the selling system. Maybe if you have a automated selling system, you could sell it to them. It could be a webinar, it could be a demo, it could be a workshop, or else what you could do is you can actually invite them for a live webinar. Like I have both the systems which are running. So you invite them for a live webinar. From there, what happens is that they can actually go for the product page if they really are convinced with your solution. And then from there, you can actually multiply your sales many times. So what happens is that this way you actually get maximum returns for your product, service, or offer, whatever it is, right? So what happens after this is that as soon as they make a purchase, you don't need to do anything. All of them, they get automatically enrolled into the course, and they are being sent all the information for the course. And what happens is that when you wake up, you see that there is money in the bank account. How does that sound? Well, that is something which is called as being a complete digital coach. So if you are really liking this, give me a like. I would request and recommend consider subscribing to this channel, and also share it with more people so that we can make use of the algorithm and spread this message to a lot of people who are coach and who want to actually build a really robust digital coaching business for themselves. Now, with this, what can happen is once you have a business system in place, which I'm going to give you the entire breakup today, you could actually reach your dream life and have whatever you want. So the aim for you, if you are a coach, is to actually do this and apply this into your business. Does that make sense? So give me a like if that's making sense, and you can actually share your comments as as you actually take notes and as you actually watch this video. So take a lot of notes because we are going to go deep. Okay, now I'm going to actually invite you to watch this full breakup right now, because I don't know till how long this video would be up and running, but I want you to make the most of it by the time it is there. Now, are you really pumped and excited to build your online coaching business? Now, I don't want you to just have a look at this video with the vision that you're just grabbing the information and this is just one of the videos, because there's so much of videos which are available, right? So this is going to be a really valuable video. So I'm just telling you point and again because it's something which is really valuable, which is coming your way. So you can actually give yourself a mission for yourself, right? So you should give yourself a mission, should you choose to accept it, that build and launch your own highly profitable online coaching business in the next 30 days with proven systems and achieve financial freedom for yourself. And anybody can do it irrespective of any age, any background. You only need to identify, which I'm going to cover inside this training, which is that what is that one thing which you are good at, which you can help people in solving their problems. If you can do this, you can actually become a really robust digital coach, and it's really easy the way I'm going to show you in this entire training. Now, coming up in front of you is a detailed breakdown of my entire system. So I'll tell you about 3 secrets, and every secret will have 3 steps. So in all, we have 9 steps which are coming in front of you, and it will be really amazing. So secret number 1 is how to convert your knowledge or your skills to create a powerful space for yourself and transform it into your mission to have a bigger purpose. Now I'm going to give you all the details about this. Secret number 2 is how to design your world-class products. I'm going to give you a way how you can actually design your world-class products and position yourself for long-term success and skills required to have massive success in your coaching business. And secret number 3, how to set up your $1 million conversion system to open floodgates of high quality leads and dream customers who are willing to buy now, which is now, to your service, product, or offer. Now watch till the end for a download of entire 1-page planning sheet, which I'm going to actually reveal to you inside this video, how you can actually grab that 1-page business coaching planning sheet. But before that, you need to understand that, so that 1-page business planning sheet makes sense for you. Does that make sense? So let's get started. Okay, so this will be a professional grade training today, my friend, and strategies which I'm going to show you today will completely change the way you think, and it will change the way you run your business. I'll share everything with you, and I hope you will actually like this, and you will actually recommend it to more and more people, so that we can reach to more and more people and help them with the right information and just not the fluff which is out there, right? So please use them, all the strategies which I'm going to show you, to add value to people's lives. That's what my belief is. I believe all of us, we are one energy. We are here to serve each other, help each other. So please use them in all the positive sense. Now, the new way of doing business, today it is changing. The internet has changed the landscape of business forever, my friend. Now, still, a lot of people, you will see that they are still not using internet in the right manner. Most of the people, they are going on social media. They are the consumers of the, internet, but they are not knowing how to use the internet. Why? Because, before this last 5 to 10 years, there was no internet, no smartphones, and this, boom was not there. So they are not being used to something, right? So this is something which is really new, and you can actually dive into this today. Now, Today's technology allows anybody to start their own internet business from home anywhere in the world with just a laptop and internet. Will you agree with me, right? Will you agree with me? Now, never before has the opportunity been better and more easy for people to start their own business and earn life-changing income, my friend, from the comfort of their homes without any degree, qualification or expensive overheads. Now, this is a completely location independent business. So you don't need any agency, you don't need any coding. In fact, I'm not a coder, but I can actually do much better job than any coders out there. You know why? Because today's technology is all about easy tools which anybody can use, right? So you don't need any coding, you just need the right system to, direct you to execute things easily. Now, even one leader, can change the world. And these are the great people of the world who actually started from maybe one office, one small room, and they knew the power of internet. That's why they actually see that vision. They had that vision. And I would want to encourage you that even if you have the vision today, you will be someone who is actually jumping at the right time. Now, today, people are more comfortable buying. The world has become one big family and people are very comfortable buying on the internet. You would have seen so much of, social medias which are coming up, and the people are really spending a lot of time on these platforms. The non-cash transactions, they are actually, booming, and especially after the COVID, it has actually, increased to massive levels. So non-cash transactions, they are doubling every 2 to 3 years, which is huge numbers. If you see, the trend is going really high. Now, e-learning market is something which is supposed to be, hitting $1 trillion mark by the year 2027, which means that 35% market growth is possible, and CAGR market growth which is seen is close to 26-27%, which is a very healthy growth, which means that still there are a lot of coaches who are not utilizing this great e-learning industry, and there's a huge amount of scope for everybody. Still, you will see the biggest challenge for coaches today is sales. Why? Because they don't know the right way, the right system. And what is the best time to plant a tree? Well, the best time to plant a tree was yesterday, or it is today, right? So let's plant it today, because I'm going to give you all the secrets which are required. Now, I'll give you this secret, which is how I run my business, and I'm not going to hide anything from you. And we have a community of lovely people who are doing it for themselves, but you will get all the nuggets, right? So you need 3 things when you have to build your business, which is the marketing, the product, and the traffic. Once you have a system which is covering all these 3 things, my friend, you can have your freedom. You can build any business once you know how to get marketing in place, the right product in place, and traffic in place. And that's what we will cover today, especially for digital coaching business. So I want to actually create this ripple effect, and that's why I'm doing this. Now, today you can turn your passion into a 6 or a 7-figure business, my friend. So think about it. Whatever your passion is, whatever your knowledge is, which you actually really want to actually contribute to the world with. Now, just a very quick, this is just one slide. I'll not take more than a minute, to just introduce myself so that you know who I am, because I'm not a YouTuber, but I just wanted to actually reach out to more and more people so that I can actually help them. So I'm a family man just like you. I'm a founder and the CEO of 10x Leap. And we are a community of fast-growing digital entrepreneurs. I'm a seasoned sales expert. I worked with companies like Whirlpool, Samsung, Sony, AkzoNobel, Nippon, all Fortune 500 companies. I was actually, building marketing systems over there, automations over there. Now I actually help people in building their businesses. I have trained over thousands of professionals, sales professionals. I have managed over thousands, 10,000 plus entrepreneurs, trained them, launched many successful products. But best part is that today I get to actually inspire and help a lot of people, which gives me a lot of happiness. So that's about me. And I just want you to know that if thus far you have not been really successful to become a digital coach, it's because you did not had these secrets which are coming your way. So it's not your fault, my friend. But after today, you will have no reasons why you should not be building a really successful business for yourself, which will help you, make more money, more time, more life for yourself. And you can actually build your money machine the way I'm going to show you. You don't need anything apart from this video if you really stick to this video. So take a lot of notes and stick to this video, my friend. Now, why online coaching business is so awesome in today's day and age? Let's think about it. Now, it has an extremely low startup cost for you. And I'm going to actually show you what is the entire setup cost for you in today's video. So just stick around, right? You don't need any qualification for this. You need to be someone who has a good heart, who wants to solve a problem. There's a lot of opportunities for you today. You could actually pick up any niche you want, and you could actually master that niche, and you could actually help people in that niche. You can actually sell multiple products, services, and affiliate products as well. That's the opportunity for anybody and everybody. It's a reliable business model because it has very less expenses and very huge opportunity, which we will discuss today. It has the opportunity where you can actually make passive and residual income. Truly unlimited income potential is there, and you can have multiple streams of income for yourself. It is a location independent business, my friend, where from anywhere in the world you can run this business and you can have a lifestyle of your dreams. That's the best part of this business. Now, this business will have three components, like I just discussed a few minutes back, which is the vehicle, engine, and fuel, which is about a product. So let the vehicle be a product or a service which we want to actually help people, and we want to solve somebody's problems. The second part is engine, which is the marketing system which we need to have. And third is the fuel. We need to know how to get traffic, and only traffic is not alone. We need to know how to convert that traffic into positive customers. Only then it makes sense for us. Am I making sense to you? So just type MS in the comment box if it is making sense to you. Right now, I'm going to show you the entire core system which we just discussed. So as we go, I'm going to cover all these three steps. So all these three secrets, I'm not naming them once again. So are you ready? Take a lot of notes, drop me a smiley, like this video, give a like, and let's get started. So secret number one is about vehicle. How to convert your knowledge or skill to create your digital products for long-term success and build it into your mission to have a bigger purpose. Now, first of all, I want to tell you, my friend, there are a lot of people who are actually just thinking of becoming a digital coach, but they don't have that something in their heart, in their core, that they really want to actually make a difference. Now, first of all, you need to have something in your heart for other people. And if that mission, if that burning desire to help someone is there in your heart, then you should be considering building your business with digital marketing and becoming a digital coach. Else your journey, because being a coach means someone who is transformational, who's actually helping other people achieve something really great in their lives, which means to them. Right? So I hope you would connect with me. So if you do not connect with them from heart, if it's just about money, it will not work for you, my friend. I will be really upfront. So think about it. Can you really help them? Now, if you have a really clear heart, you have to think about what your big idea is. So first secret is about actually making your big idea. Okay, so we start with your big idea. So how can you make a really big idea? How do you identify that? What is your target market? So let's look at this. Now, Mahatma Gandhi once said that find the purpose, the means will follow. Now, that's what I said. You need to have a purpose of what do you really want to achieve. So how do we find that? So let me help you. Well, think about it. You are actually knowing so many things in this world, so you must be loving certain things. So what you love to do, think about all those things which you actually love to do. Now, out of those things which you really love to do, there will be few things what you are good at. Okay, now you might not be good at everything. You might be loving everything. Like I love tennis, but I don't know how to play tennis, right? So that's not my strength. But I also love I also love systems. I love automation. I love marketing. And that's what, actually I'm good at as well, right? So similarly, think about yourself, what you love as well, and you are good at as well. Now think about what your customers want. Okay, it's not that difficult. Your customers would also want something related to that, which could actually help them solve their problems. And then think about what you can be paid for. And if positioned correctly, my friend, you could be paid for anything and everything, because everything sells. Everything sells if you know how to sell it. Now, once you do this, you will be really clear upon what is your passion. What do we call it as a passion? What is the opportunity? What is the positioning you could have? And what is your mission? But the best part is, the place where all of these coincide, this will be your purpose. Does that make sense for you, right? Just drop me a comment and let me know if this is making sense for you. So this becomes your purpose. This is your core, where you are good at, where you love what you do, where people are willing to actually, pay you for that as well. And your customers want that as well. That is where your purpose is lying. Okay. Now, once you know this purpose, we need to know how do we actually ensure that we are at the right place. So answer these questions for yourself. I am good at fill in the blanks. Okay, I can help people in fill in the blanks. Again, what is the problem you are solving? As a result of my solution, people will benefit by. How do they really benefit out of your solution, right? I am happy because I help people in. How are you helping people in? And the name of my solution is give your solution a name, whatever it is, you need to give your solution a name which is unique to you. Okay. Now, once you do this, you have cracked the first portion of your, which is the first secret, which is the first step. You have cracked this, which is you have become really clear on your idea. You have your target market in place, and now we move from there. The second part is, once we have done it, we need to do some checks, which is the niche validation. I call it a niche validation. Now you might call it niche or niche, whatever you want to call it, but that's how we approach this. Now, the customers, they spend on these three, categories. So for me, when I look at niche, I think that these are the three top niches which are available, right? Which is people spend on money, people spend on health, people spend on relationships. So health, money, relationships, these are three big niches. Now, when you have to pick the right market, I want to give a quote from Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee once said that I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. That's what Bruce Lee said. What does that mean for us in our coaching business? When you as a coach, you are positioning yourself? Well, think about, somebody who's practiced 10,000 different kicks, he's like going wide, right? But somebody who's practiced one kick 10,000 times, it means that he's going deep. So don't go wide in your niche initially when you are starting off. Go very deep. Go for one, particular niche and go deep into that, which is where the gold mine is for you. Now, once you do this, you can actually apply my 4-step mining formula, which can actually help you build your, really robust validation of your niche that you are applying in the right manner. And let me just, quickly sum it up for you how you can do it. Think about it that you are in one particular, industry. Okay. And that industry will have a sub-segment. So what is the sub-segment within that industry? Think about it. Okay. There will be something, and I'm going to give you 3 examples which will help you, identify it better. Now, in that sub-segment, there will be a target audience. Let's narrow it down to that target audience, which is the target audience, and then think about what is the solution which you are giving. So let me just break it up with an example for you, which will actually give you a lot more clarity. Think about it that maybe you are a coach who's into a health coach. One way is saying that I'm a health coach and I help people in actually improving their health. Now, this is not going to be sounding really very attractive to a lot of people. It's too general. Now, the other way is that health could be your industry, and you could say, I'm a health coach who actually helps people in weight loss. Now, this is a subcategory within the health where you are saying, I help in weight loss. Now, drilling it further down could be, I'm a health coach which helps in weight loss for mothers, or could be, new mothers, newly made mothers, or whatever you want to call it, right? So new mothers, and with my spot on technology. Now, do you see that this way you are actually drilling down and you are becoming really clear on what is the problem which you are solving, what your message is going to be. Now, similarly, you could say that I'm someone who helps people in building wealth through real estate, for entrepreneurs, for working professionals, so that I can show you how to make high returns in this industry through my MSI investing formula. Now, it could be for someone into a different industry, could be, I help people in actually improve their, mental state of relationships, or maybe something like that, by having my, dating formula, and which is proven for people who are actually 40 plus of age, through my date domination, secrets, something like this. Okay. So this way you have this 4-step mining formula where you are validating your niche. Now, the next step in validating is that you need to see whether I'm in the right market or not. Because I could be someone who's really passionate about planting trees, but guess what? If I'm not getting paid for that, it's not my niche. So we need to be really sure about how we are actually validating that. So think about it that your market, wherever you are positioning, it should have some pain in that market. There should be pain in the market. And if there is no pain, you should be able to actually make them realize with your actually presentations, with your knowledge, that they really need your product, because there is pain which they are thinking that there is no solution for. Sometimes we feel that there is no solution for some pain, and we feel that, there's no solution, so let's ignore the pain as well. But if you tell them that there is a solution, most likely they'll go for it. The second thing is your target market should have a purchasing power. Right now, like I feel there's so much of work to be done for, underprivileged children, for, minority classes, and so many things, right? But for that, I can't expect them to be investing into something in themselves, because they don't have the purchasing power, right? So I could be, having something which is of really great value to them, but they don't have the purchasing power. So I have to think about it, that my passion and my profession have to work, differently. So that cannot be, something where my target market could not be something which does not have the purchasing power. Does it make sense? Okay. Now the next thing is, it should be easy to target. You should be able to actually figure them out and target them. Why am I saying this? Because there are certain restrictions, certain limitations on certain ways, if you are actually promoting certain kind of products or services which are restricted by many, ad platforms, which you would not be able to reach to your customers very easily. And people are also not very open, in certain cases. So you need to be thinking about what is the ease of target to reach to your customers. And the next thing is, your industry, whatever that industry is, it should be growing. If I talk about somebody that, I can help you become a news editor, newspaper editor, and if the newspaper industry itself is going down, I'm not making any comment on any industry, but if the industry itself is going down, guess what? I'm in a niche which is not actually in a growing market. So I will have more struggle to do in order to get more customers, more sales. Is this making sense to you? Well, just drop me a like if this is making sense to you. Drop me a comment. If you have any queries, just keep asking, just drop in the comments. I will answer to all your queries so that I can help you. Now give your solution a unique name. It's like, just think about it. Coca-Cola sells soda, water, and some sugar syrup. But when we talk about Coke, it's a completely different experience altogether. If I tell you that, will you buy from me sugar, some water, some soda, some sugar syrup, you'll say no. But when I say Coke, it has a completely different feeling. So give your solution a name, a unique name which belongs to you. Now, this way you have actually covered these first two steps, which is you have been able to cover your target market. Then you have done the niche validation. Now the third part is your mission statement. Now, when you still stay till the end, I'm going to give you all these page to download, which you can actually easily download. So just stick around. Now your mission statement, so you have to actually make your mission statement after this. So I'm going to help you how you can actually identify and become really stealthy in terms of building your mission statement. So let me show you something really interesting. Now when you have to make your mission statement, think about it that people buy based on their emotions. People just justify their purchases with logic. But when it comes to purchases, so all your customers, when they will be buying anything, people buy based on their emotions, my friend. Nobody buys with logic. People buy based on emotions. Nobody requires expensive cars, but they buy those cars because it will, give them some sense of self-respect, some self-esteem in the society they live in. Does that make sense? For example, if you take a bunch of flowers for your spouse, every day. Now, she might feel good, but she doesn't need those flowers, but what she needs is love. So basically, it's the emotional need which is coming somewhere in the picture. So people buy based on their emotions, but they justify their purchases with logic. So if you see very closely, I want to actually refer Simon Sinek over here. So Simon Sinek gave this golden circle, which is the psychology, which is like, when these great companies, which are great companies, they generally don't talk about products. If you look at maximum companies, they will talk about products. People will say that, if we talk about laptops, if we talk about mobiles, most companies are saying that I have so much of memory, my camera is, so much of megapixels and all these things. Where when we look at the ad of Apple, it talks about that we honor people that who actually think different. They are actually stating their why. If you talk about Nike never talked about, we have this kind of soul, we have this kind of, technology, this will keep your shoe like this or something like that. They are very clear on their why. We actually honor great athletes, athleticism, and we have a responsibility. That's what they are stating, right? So it's about, first of all, those companies which actually state their why, they are the ones who really stand out, and they have a better, customer recall value. So that's why I would say that you should have your why in your mission statement. Now, in this very small time, I can, I'll actually try and give you as much as possible. So I hope you're taking a lot of notes. The second thing is, then comes you tell the people how you actually make their lives better. The second thing is when you tell them how you make their life better. And the third is when you tell them what your solution is. This is how you have this golden circle, which is why, how, and what. Now let me just give you a very quick example of one of the students of mine. So he was someone who was into this massage therapy niche. So he had a bunch of programs where he used to actually give some massages for actually improving the back. So his pitch earlier was that we help you by, we have so many types of massages, we give 30 minutes per session, we have 5 sessions in a week, and we have a program which is worth this rupees. And I actually changed the way he actually approached his business, and his sales actually skyrocketed. I just changed his mission statement. I said that you have to actually tell something different story to your customers. You have to tell them that I believe that everybody has the right to live a longer and a healthier life. We believe and we are dedicated and committed to make their lives better. The way we do it is by giving our stay fit technology, which actually works on your spine and overall well-being, and thus we have happy smiles and happy customers all the way. You see, nowhere it is required to mention the features, but when you do the right things, you will get the right results, my friend, because people want to know, why do you stand? Why do you stand, and what is that you can actually solve them for? People don't buy products, people buy results. Is this making sense? If you are loving me, just give me your love, give me your like, subscribe to this channel. I hope you've already done that, and comment and share with a lot of people. Now let's move on to the second secret. So this was about first secret. We covered the three steps over there. Now this is about secret number 2, which is about the engine, which is to how to design your world-class products of high quality and position yourself for long-term success to open multiple streams of income. So let me begin with saying that now is the time when you are really clear in your mind that what is the target market, you have done the niche validation, you have your mission statement in place. Now is the time for us to start building our courses, our services, our products, which can actually help or solve somebody's problems. Is this making sense to you? Okay, so we are going in a sequence. Okay, and by the time you actually reach to your $1 million plan, you will be blown away with the automation, which I'm going to show you how you can actually put things into automation. That's what the beauty of being a digital coach is. Now, when you are designing your courses, my friend, you could have a different kind of products, offers which you can actually give to people. So you can have lead magnets, you can have ebooks, you could have free courses, you could have paid courses, you could have live trainings, you can have masterminds, you could have one-to-one support, you could have more creative solutions being a coach. Okay, now if you are a coach, you need to think about, while you are building your courses, how do you deliver result? Imagine we are talking about delivering a result, solving a problem of your customer. So how do you deliver a result to your customer? How can you do that? Well, you have to be very clear on what the step 1 should be, what step 2 should be, step 3 should be, step 4 should be, step 5 should be, step 6 should be. Now you could actually, think about it that you want to cover this journey in 6 steps or 5 steps or 7 steps. I leave that up to you. But in a sense, what we need to do is we need to create a framework. So you need to come up with the framework, like I'm showing you 9 steps. If you have to become a digital coach, you need to have these 9 steps. So similarly, you need to come up with your framework, what your framework is. So your framework could be, foundation and analysis. You want to analyze that what is the situation. So you want to help other people analyze that what is your present level of situation right now in whatever place you are. So maybe somebody say who is obese and he wants to lose weight. So what is your present situation? What is your present BMI condition? How much are you overweight? How much do you need to lose weight? And what is the kind of time span we need to take for that? That's where step 1 could be. Step 2 is like you could be becoming really clear on what your goal should be, what are the milestones and how we actually reach there. Step 3 could be how you we reach there. What is the methodology you need to follow in terms of reaching to that level where you want. Then you could actually put your checkpoints in place where you could have a bi-weekly checkout, with that whether the progress is happening or not. And then if required, you could think about maybe a monthly basis. On a monthly basis, you check and you do the alterations which are required. And then that's where you actually move to the result. So this is something which is you can actually follow, which actually works for most of the people. Now you can actually make some alterations based upon what your niche is, but this will actually work for you. Now the next thing is you need to design your value ladder. Now, why is this important? I'll just tell you what this is and why this is important for you. Think about it that if you are selling a service, you are a coach, you are selling any kind of a service, right? So you could be anybody, or in fact, if you are a consultant as well, this will work for you. If you're in a business also, then also it works for you. So which means that, you have an entry product. Entry product is where the customer first gets in interaction with you. But to get the maximum mileage out of the customer, think about it, that customer has different needs. Every customer has a different need, and every customer, there could be some people who need more attention, who need more time, who are more serious, and so you could have some different level of products for yourself. You could also think about more creative solutions where you actually partner with someone, you promote some other people's products as well, and it could be affiliate products, it could be some other courses of some other people who actually can be aligned with your courses to actually give better results to your people, and then you create a value ladder. Okay, now how does this benefit you and the person? Well, the person will definitely get better results as he moves up the ladder. Now imagine if you are selling your basic course, which is say maybe an entry level course where you are charging only $100. Now you could convert it into whichever currency you want to, but if you are just charging $100, and this is just, let's for a ballpark figure, let's say a US dollar, right? Now your second level could be 2x the amount of what you are charging. It could be 3x as well, but you could keep it at a 2x or a 3x price, which could be $200. The third level could be, it could be a one-to-one coaching, it could be a mastermind format where people who are really serious, who want to actually go to the next level, really execute better, who are really getting results as well, so they could be actually paying up to $400, and then you could be actually promoting some of the affiliate products or some other different products which could actually combine, give you a total returns of $800. And these are just the rough estimated figures, which are very much possible, by the way. I have actually hit those numbers, that's why I'm sharing with you, so you can actually think about these numbers. Now think about it, if you had say maybe in a month when you run traffic and you actually are able to get say maybe 100 customers for your level 1, so what happens is that you don't have to spend anything for your level 2. Out of those 100 people, few people will actually graduate to level 2. Does that make sense for you, right? So now next time you're not spending any money to attract these customers. So you get these customers once, then you actually graduate them to the next level. Now out of these people, some of them will actually move to the next level, because at every level, the cream of people who are actually moving up will keep on improving with you. Okay, and then you could have more people who are actually taking your highest offer which you have for them, which is making sense for them. Okay, and what happens is that as these people will start getting more and more results, you will see more and more people from here, they will also start graduating as you build your business down the line. Is this making sense for you? Okay, so now what happens is that you will see that at level 1, initially when you are starting off, you could actually within say few months of just starting off the business, you could actually be hitting this mark where you are making, maybe at level 1 you are actually getting 100 clients, and at $100 you are making a revenue of $10,000. At a level 2 you could be making $6,000, level 3 could be $6,000, level 4 could be $4,000. So in all, if you see, you could actually reach a total revenue of $26,000 if you just do the maths. Okay, that's the beauty of internet business. Now this is something which is completely proven, this is something which is completely ethical, this is something where you are actually helping people, but the reason why you are making more money is because you are putting systems in scale, systems to place, and you are reaching to a lot of people by using automation, which I'm going to show you in the coming video. Okay, so which means that per customer you are making $260 per hit. Is this sinking in? Now, which means that if you have to spend even $60 to get a customer, it still is a profitable business for you. Does that make sense for you? Let this sink in, my friend. Okay, so even if you have to spend $60, it's still a business for you. It's still a business model for you. Now imagine if you could build your business the right way once, you can build your own money machine. Does that make sense to you, right? So do you see any other business which is as profitable as your coaching business now? Do you see how without any major investment, you can create your own freedom business, my friend? You don't need much investment in this. And now let's talk about tools, let's talk about resources, and let's talk about, the budget which is required. Okay, let me just have a sip of water and, I'll just come back. Well, thanks. I get drained when I'm actually, doing these long videos. So that's fine. Now, what happens is, let's come back. So you need certain tools for any business. You need certain tools, certain investments. Imagine if you have to, go for any business which requires a retail. So maybe you have to go for a retail showroom where you have to pay, huge amount of rentals, employee cost, electricity cost, maintenance cost, and maybe transportation cost, and so many other things, right? Now, similarly, this is a business which requires certain tools and resources. So I'll tell you what are the things which you required initially, but as you build your business, when the money is coming in, you can keep on scaling with time. Okay, so I'm going to show you where you can actually begin with. So first of all, you need to have a laptop and an internet connection. If you're watching this, most likely you are already having that. That's why you have this intent of becoming a digital coach. Now the next thing is you need to have a minimum phone or a camera. Well, I use all my recordings, I do all my recordings through phone. Why? Because it's easy, and these days phones have a very good cameras as well. I'm not someone who's going to become a Hollywood movie star, so that's fine with me. I think this kind of production is done by my mobile. I hope you are finding it okay. Okay, so just drop me a comment. Well, by the way, if this presentation is making sense to you, if the video is fine with you. Okay, now you need a laptop and an internet connection. You need a mobile because you could do all the recordings through mobile. You need a page builder. Why? Because you need to, if you want to establish yourself as a public figure, as an authority, you want to run a digital coaching business, you need to have your website and you need to run ads. For that, you will need a page builder. You don't need anything big. And the monthly investment for the page builder is just $30. It's just $30, nothing else. So I would not recommend some very expensive tools, which most of the people would do. I would say that you can do it in $30. Now you need a logo, and you can design your logo yourself, and it comes free for you. Now you need to buy a domain. Domain means your home on the internet. So if you are new, it's like I have my domain, which is 10xsleep.com. Okay, so that's my domain. I also own a domain which is vinayasdhir.com. So the typical cost of a domain is $7. You can go on namecheap.com. You can just book a domain for yourself. Most likely start with booking your own name, which is healthy when you are just starting off. Then you need some social media accounts, which is like Facebook, Instagram, which comes completely free. You need a WhatsApp to connect with them, which is also completely free. You might require Zoom to actually initially when you are starting off. So it would require minimum $2 to $3 investment when you are just starting off. You need an email, which is the autoresponder. The investment for that is around $20. You need a learning management system, which is where you have all your courses which are placed. The approximate tentative cost is $30 a month to start with. So, and you need a recording software, to make your job easier. You can do without that also, but it will be really difficult. So I would highly recommend you should go for it, right? So it would be a lifetime investment, which is close to $200. Now this is the complete investment, which is less than $300 when you have to begin with this business. And out of this $300, this $200 is completely for a lifetime. You can see I've given you all the brackets, which is what is the monthly investment which is required, what is the yearly, and what is the lifetime. Now if you are someone who feels that you're not fit for this, my friend, then you should think about how you can actually reach to this level, because this is something which can actually be highly scalable. I don't see any other business which is as highly scalable as this one, and with this just least amount of investment. This is just a peanuts if we talk about what's the kind of returns this business can give you. Now the next part is about having more skills which are required by you, which is like Facebook and Google ads, full automation skills, copywriting skills, lead management skills, basic analytical skills. And the good part is some of these skills you already know it. You already communicate on a daily basis. So you are good at copywriting. You can look at other people, what they are writing, how they are saying in your niche, and you can actually model them. You can actually model them, learn from them, and you can actually improve on these skills. See, when you actually start investing more and more time into whatever you want to build, you become better in that. Does that make sense with you? Okay, so this is it, but I'm going to share with you something which is very, very, very critical, which is to learn about Facebook and Google ads. So let's talk about which are the two hottest traffic sources today. Where are people spending most of their times today getting engaged in? Well, it's the Facebook, right? And which is the other platform where you go if you have to actually search anything, if you have to find about anything, well, where do we go? We go on Google, right? So these are the two hottest traffic sources for us. Now there are many, hundreds of more traffic sources, but I'm just saying that these two, because these two are actually something which you can actually easily relate with. Now we want to have quality leads. So how can we actually get quality leads? Well, there is a saying that you need to have a stable head to target better. Okay, so if you want to have quality leads, you need to be able to really target better. So how can you do that? Well, planning is the key. Planning is your key to success. So what can you plan? Well, all these platforms, they give you a lot of leverage. You can actually plan on things like, if you are targeting somewhere, what's the kind of location you want to target, what's the age bracket which you want to target to, what's the gender, what are their interests, what are the pages they are getting engaged with, what are the languages they are using, what's their relationship status, what is their education level, are they parents, are they not parents, and there are much more things, my friend. These are just some of them. Okay, so you need to come up with a customer persona. Now, persona is something where you actually become really clear on what's the target audience I'm going to target in this particular ad. Now, think about this, that your product could be, something which is actually helping maybe three different kind of, personas. Somebody who's young, he also gets benefited out of it. Somebody who's in, say, mid 40s, he also gets benefit out of it. Somebody in 60s is also getting benefited out of it. But you need to show them a different message. Does that make sense? For somebody who needs to have a completely different message, so you could run three complete different ads showing them what they really want by actually identifying and making a persona for themselves. So what is the background they have, what is the demographics they have, what are their goals, what are their fears, what are their hobbies, what are their challenges, what are their special interests, what's the kind of books they read, what's the kind of people they actually watch. So there are a lot many things which you can actually do. Now, the next thing is that your every customer is not equal. Okay, think about this as if your customers, there could be somebody who's totally aware. Now, he is not even aware of that he really needs that product or not. There are people who are problem aware. They know that they have a problem. They are thinking about that, maybe somebody could solve them. There are people who are solution aware as well. So they know what they really want, but they are still not very convinced where to buy it from. People who are aware about exact niche, exact area where to buy. And there are people who are actually really aware about your offer as well. So your people could be in different, zones of, awareness. We could say that as an awareness. Now, one more bonus secret for you is that people don't buy products. I've been saying this again and again so that it actually, you take this message, because people don't buy products. People are buying results. Okay. So think about it, that whenever you are actually building your products, you are focusing upon the results which you can deliver. Now, your customers basis this, they will be, cold, they will be warm, they will be hot. So you need to be able to see what is the temperature. And when they actually come into your, into your world as well, still there will be people who will become hot. There will be people who will be still warm. There will be people who are cold. So you should be able to actually identify who is what. Basis that you can actually have your better messaging with them. Now, what is your role? What should be your goal in each state? Well, your goal is very simple. You have to get them from awareness to consideration, from consideration to conversion, and after conversion, we need to take them to retention. Okay, so this is a completely different approach where, most business owners, what they do is when they make a sale, they think that the relationship with the customer is over. What we are trying to tell here is that, when we make a sale, our relationship with the customer actually starts. That's a completely different approach, and that's your game is. And what you need to do is you need to ensure that you have the correct market to message match. So your message should be as per the market. So imagine if you are someone who's focusing on something related to music, an ad which shows to some young person is going to be different from something who's an old person. Does that make sense? Okay, so this way you have to go for a message to market match. Now, the next thing is, I'm going to give you one more secret. When you are actually building your business, always go for dream customers. Always target the right audience, which can help you make, save a lot of your money. Now, these are the secrets which not many people know. And that's how, you actually make a lot of money. So how do you target your dream customers? Imagine all your dream customers, they are already on the internet. Okay. Now, there's this saying, which is the 80-20 rule, that your 20% activities can give you 80% of your results. So how do we actually do that? What do we mean by this? Think about this. How about layering your customers, layering your target audience so that you can actually get the best, you can get the best dream customer for yourself. Imagine, if I am someone who actually likes music, and I am actually, someone who's actually into a music niche. Maybe I'm someone who's actually having a course which is related to how to learn how to, play a guitar. So I could first of all say that, one could be that what are the number of people who have a primary interest in that particular hobby? People who want to actually, who like guitar as a, as a hobby or as something which they are really interested in. The second thing is, I could actually identify some personality which they are following. This gives me really a double check that these people really are interested into this thing, and they can actually they could be actually targeted and interested into this offer which I have for them. The third is, do they have the paying capacity? So how do I check it? Are they having anything, which is like, do they have the subscription or any interest for Netflix? Do they go for Audible, or are they using Kindle? Are they buying on Amazon? There are some different checks you can do. So that way what happens is that when you put these things into targeting, you are targeting to these set of customers. So your conversion rates will actually go much higher, thus bringing down your cost to attract your customers into your world, and thus you could actually run profitable ads if you do this correctly. Okay, so this is a secret of getting your dream customers. Now the next part is, so the entire process is about, pulling the customers with the right headline when you actually show an ad to them. The second is you actually persuade them by telling them your story, and then you actually propose them. When you actually cover this entire process, I call this an effortless conversion system, where you are actually trying to just help them in what they need. And if they really resonate with whatever your solution is, if you are true from your heart, people who really need that solution, and if you are a genuine person, they will come to you. Okay. Now, there are a whole lot more things which are possible. Now in this video, it's very difficult for me to actually cover them. So consider liking this video, give it a, subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell so that I can share with you, as more content is put on this channel. So you could actually run advanced Facebook ads, scaling strategies are there. This whole kind of retargeting which you can do, pixel setup, preventing account lock issues, audiences. There's so much of thing. Imagine if you could do all these things, this will help you. Will this help you get targeted leads? Okay, think about it. This will actually get you more targeted leads. Do you think this can save you lots of money from wasting? And that money which is getting saved, you can now put that back into your system. Imagine you saved few dollars by doing all this right kind of targeting, which is the dream customer targeting. I call it a laser layer targeting. With that money, you can reinvest into your money, and this becomes a spiral. It's like a pool of positive cash flow for you, which is working. Do you think once you know this, you can actually become more successful? Obviously, yes, right? So that's my intent of sharing all this information. So you have other skills as well, which is the automation, copywriting, lead management, analytical skills, storytelling skills, traffic generation skills, which are required by you in order to become a digital coach. So drop me a like if you are liking it, my friend. Okay, so now think about the secret number 3. Now we are just about to, getting close to this video. I hope you are liking this. I know it's a long video, but I hope I have not taken any time, out of the, deviating from the main subject. I hope you will agree with me. So just drop me a comment that are you finding this useful, and are you taking a lot of notes? If you are taking notes, I would suggest if you will drop the notes also in the comment section. This will help other people also to understand that what is it required for them also. And this will help us in the algorithm also to spread the message. So if you could do me a favor, okay? So drop in your comments what are you learning also from this video. Now, how to set up your $1 million conversion system to open floodgates of high quality leads and dream customers who are willing to buy now to your service, product or offer. So I want you to become really alert right now. Okay, become highly alert right now. If you have watched thus far, my friend, it means that you are someone who's really serious about this, building this as your career. And I have some really important message for you. It is not about your product. Guess what? It is about the offer. It's about the offer. Imagine, whatever your problem is, whatever you are solving, whatever course you are creating, that will be delivered much later to your customer. But what gets first, accepted by the customer? It's the offer, right? So you need to have a really irresistible offer which the customers can't say no to. Now, let me give you an example of an irresistible offer. Think about it. Let's see the magic of an irresistible offer. Think about this, how most of the people, they are selling their products in the market. Let's say this is a copper bottle, which is at $10. Okay. Now this is a copper bottle, which is worth $10. Now I want to give you one more example of how to create an irresistible offer. Think about it. We have this very special copper bottle, which I call it as a divine copper lifestyle. This is a limited edition Aura copper bottle. It has enhanced features, but we have only limited stocks. Now, why is this really important? Is it has the purest form of copper from, with Vedic benefits. Copper has always been related with ancient benefits, which is very important for our health and well-being. We use 99.6% pure copper, which is used by only top 1% of the company. So this is something which is very, very rare. Now this rapidly kills 97% bacteria, which is much higher than most of the copper bottles which are available in the market. It boosts your immunity and increases your age. It helps in excessive weight loss for you and your loved ones. It strengthens your bones and it removes pains so that you could actually live a flawless life. Now, for a very limited time, we are giving a limited edition free guide, health and fitness, value $97 on this, absolutely free, to actually help our customers become even more healthier and fitter. Now, this is a perfect gift of health for your family. Now, the original value of this bottle is $29, but you don't need to pay that right away, because for this very limited time, we have come up with a very special offer. So today you can grab it at just $19 and you can save $10 when you actually invest into this bottle for your health of your family and your loved ones today. Most of it, you also get 1 year cap replacement warranty, because most of the water bottles, they actually suffer because of caps and the entire bottle, water bottle, it becomes waste. So today we are giving you 1 year cap replacement warranty as well. Okay, so would you like to buy one for your loved ones? Drop me a comment. Would you like to buy this for your family? Which one would you buy? Let me know. $10 or $19? Let me know. So this will actually help me. So that way, that's what you can do, my friend. You can get a lot of money and conversions with one great offer. Imagine if you have a very good offer, it can sell an average product as well. Now, I don't mean to say that you create an average product. You create the world-class products. Okay, that's what I actually help my students in. Now, you create a world-class product, but at the same time, if you have a world-class product but you don't have a great offer, my friend, it won't sell. Okay, and that's what the problem of most of the coaches is. They don't understand how to make a really good offer. So you need to actually build up a really killer offer. Now the next part is about making a killer presentation. Okay, about making a killer presentation. Think about it. If you have been watching thus far, it means that somewhere I've been striking a chord with you. Okay, and if you have been striking thus far, it means that now if I was to actually give you an offer, I'm not going to do that, but if I was to give you an offer, I have a chance. Which means what? Which means that if you have to actually show your irresistible offer to your customers, they should be sticking with you for your entire presentation. Only then you can show them the irresistible offer. Imagine if you have the best of the products, but the customers are not sticking with you for the rest of the, for the least later part of your presentation, where you have to actually show them the irresistible offer. They don't even get to see your irresistible offer. So how will you actually make the most of it? You will actually miss out on the opportunity. Do you get this? So how do we plan this killer presentation? Well, imagine if you have a 90-minute presentation. So how do we actually stack this out? Think about it, that in this first 60 minutes of your presentation, it should be hardcore presentation where you are actually delivering value to them. And then for the next 20 minutes, you should be thinking about giving your irresistible offer. And in the last 10 minutes, you should be taking some questions if there are some questions which are coming inside your webinar or presentation, whatever it is. Now, if you have this, say for a 60-minute, just do the maths and just, proportionally reduce the time. And if you want to do it for 120 minutes, you can actually do that. So this is something which you need to do. Now, how do we make this first 60 minutes so interesting that the people are not leaving the presentation and sticking with you? Okay, so well, you do it by giving them one big promise. So give them one big promise why they should stick with you. Okay, give them one big promise. The second is you show them 3 secrets to justify the results. Okay, show them 3 secrets, like I showed you 3 secrets. Okay, now I'm showing you all the justification why this system will work. Okay, similarly, you think about what your system is, how you will actually deliver them the results. You can actually tell them about your introduction story. Now there's a complete sales pitch. Now this was not a sales presentation, so I'm not going to give you any of my introductional story, but you can actually do that. Okay, then you actually tell them about secret 1, tell them about secret 2, tell them about secret 3, and then you place your irresistible offer. Okay, so does that make sense? Give me a MS in the comment box if this is making sense to you, and just spread this message, my friend, because I see so much of people who actually stuck into some of the programs not knowing all these things, and then they are faked out. They never make out to become a really successful digital coach. I don't want this to happen with anybody in this world right now. Okay, so please spread this message, share with more and more people. So now is the time for you to actually put your irresistible offer in place. Now, After that, you can take question and answers. And guess what? People who are really interested in this point in time, if they have stuck thus far, they really want that thing. What you have, what you really want to actually help them in, getting the solution for their problems. And even if they don't take the decision right away, I'll tell you how they will actually come back to you again. Why this is a really robust business model. Now, here comes the last part of your $1 million conversion plan, which is the sales system, which is the insane automation which we can actually use in today's day and age, which can help you build your business in the right way. Imagine, this is your $1 million online coaching system which you can build for yourself. So what this is, I'm going to show you very easily. Think about it that you have run a traffic, okay? And when you run a traffic, you can actually, you actually run the traffic towards your hub. So we don't make a website, we make a hub, okay? Which is a completely different way, different approach of, approaching this business. So when you have a hub, you actually get these people into your hub. You also put a retargeting pixel. This helps you to get the maximum mileage for your ad spends which you are doing. Okay, now what you can do is you can create a two-way communication system between different social platforms from here, where you can actually post some good content on these platforms. You could also run some ads on these platforms, and you can actually get more customers for your hub. Okay, now from there what happens is that you start communicating with them, and then you invite them for a webinar. This is what you would have typically seen, and now you can actually relate with it when I'm actually telling you. So what happens is that you invite, but this is now going to be even more magical. So what happens is that you give them a demo. Now this time you are a smart coach, so you have done your homework well, you have a killer presentation, you have the irresistible offer, and you have covered all the parts. So what happens is that when you give them a demo, you show them your offer of the product, people will buy, you will get happy customers. Does that make sense? Now, even if people don't buy, maybe somebody had to leave early, there was no show. So what you can do is to ensure that you have a better show up in your webinars. I use this thing which I'm going to share with you, which is a WhatsApp reminder and a SMS reminder. So what happens is that people generally, if they don't open their emails, what happens is typically people are sending reminders on emails. Guess what? People are not opening their emails. You already sent them an email. They are not opening that. So what you can do is you can send a link on their mobile, on a WhatsApp, right? And people, they have a very high rate of opening WhatsApp messages. So that way you spend money, my friend, in actually getting that customer into your funnel. Now, if you could spend one message, WhatsApp also, to actually get them into your webinar, it makes all the real sense. So use WhatsApp, use automation to actually help them, get to your webinar. And even if they don't get it, what happens is that they go back to your hub. Okay, now that's the beauty. They go back to your hub and you can again start communicating with them. Hey, you did not turn up for my webinar. You can join me again. I'm going to invite you for this system and I'll show you people are really happy and, come for this demo, whatever it is, right? So similarly, what happens is that you actually see which are the right set of customers for you. There will be set of people who are not interested in your product, and that's where your messaging actually goes into play. If you have done the right messaging, you'll get the right people. If your messaging is vague, you'll get a lot of junk into your mailing and list, and then you will feel that people don't respond. So don't do that. Okay, be very careful of what are the kind of people you want. Get their buy-in. Do they really want that product? Do they really want that service? Only then offer them that solution. So this way, what happens is that now this becomes your platform. So this is your business, my friend. So what happens is that you can actually build this business which can work on complete automation. So you will have your own platform and not rely on anybody. You can have your own freedom and control. This is what the business model is. This is what the complete 10x system is. Boom. Let me know how you are liking this. I hope you've liked this energy and hope you've liked the way I've actually presented to you in a simpler manner. So let me tell you, my friend, this business is really simple. When we run ads, okay, if the cost of running ads is say $1, and if we can actually convert that into $3, this becomes a really robust business. Do you see how easy it is? So you run $1 ad, and if you could run, make $3, you can actually help and serve a lot of people in this world, my friend. A lot of people, they need your help. If you imagine, if maybe you know how to cook well, maybe you know how to sing well, maybe something else which can help people in getting in better shape, maybe something which can help them into better mental health, something or the other, right? And if you can actually reach to a lot of people, and if you could actually convert that ads into money, it makes a lot of sense for you also. And if you really have a great product, don't you think it is your responsibility to reach to as many people, cut through all the noise, and actually help them with your products and services? Because anyways, if you don't go, they will actually be buying somebody else's products who might not have the heart of yours. Okay, does that make sense? So don't think about this as money alone. That's where I started. Think about it as a purpose. Does your heart gravitate towards helping someone? If it does, then you should be actually thinking about building this business. So this way you have a completely automated machine, because you are putting in $1 and that $1 is getting converted into, God knows why, 3. It could be much more as well, right? So that $1 into $3. Now there are more strategies, but I think in today's day and age, imagine if you could build your business the right way, as I told you, would that help you become more successful? Think about it. Okay. Now, do you see why most coaches can't make a successful business? Why are they struggling, my friend? I hope this video will actually serve them. That's why I said share with them. Do you realize that there is a whole lot to learn before you build your $1 million business? And most of the people, they don't disclose these things, and they enroll people into their programs, and then people go into dizzy because they don't understand this entire game. It's not about the only products which you have, it's about the entire system which is doing the magic. So it was a big training. And if you have stuck thus far, first of all, I want to thank you for staying thus far. You have been really serious. So let's just see what we all covered. So in this short time today, I've condensed, cram-packed and squeezed together as tightly as possible a whole process for structuring a wildly successful online coaching business with proven systems to help you become successful. I would request you please drop in your comments and let me know how did you find this video. Your comments can help algorithm also to show this video to more and more people, and we can actually reach to more and more people, so at least they have the right information which is required for them in order to become a digital coach. Now in reality, even if you only use a tiny fraction of all we covered today, don't you feel like you have taken a gigantic leap forward with your ability to market and make money in your online coaching business? Don't you feel that today you got some direction for how you can actually build your coaching business? Let me know in the comments if whatever I'm saying is making sense, and if you could actually share your learnings, I would really love that. That's what my passion is. That's why I'm doing this, my friend. Now, I don't know what you knew about online coaching business coming into this training today, but would it be safe that some or all of what we covered today was new and valuable to you? We have covered most important things like how you can actually look at what's the dream life of a coach. Dream life of a coach to build a highly profitable online coaching business that can make you money even while you sleep on complete automation. We discussed about the 3-part core system, so powerful you'll find it useful in all areas of your coaching business. We have discussed about the purpose and target market, which you could be really clear about, and how to serve people from heart and make your passion a scalable business for yourself. We covered everything, and if you require, my friend, you can watch this video as many times, because that's what my intent is, to help you reach to your goal fast. Now, we discussed about the niche validation process to identify the right market and position for dominant presence in that. You don't need to go wide, go deep, right? Go deep. It's like the Bruce Lee said, I don't fear the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks. I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Okay, so follow this 4-step mining system. See that validation, that there is pain, there is purchasing power, and it is easy to target and the market is growing. Ensure this is there so that you are in the right place. Now, when you are crafting your mission statement, you need to strike a deep chord with your target customers following this winning proven system, where I also give credit to Simon Sinek, who's bang on in saying that you have to be on this why, how, and what. Okay, now you should have a clear understanding of how to design your customer's life journey and increase your ROI and open multiple streams of income. I shared about this value ladder with you, how you can do this, how to run successful campaigns with forming a right persona, doing laser targeting to find dream customers which can make you a lot of money. We discussed about that. We discussed about creating your irresistible offer, an offer so powerful that can give you more mileage and which the customers can't say no to. We discussed about the foolproof presentation, how to craft a power-packed presentation to grab attention of your prospects, while making it an effortless conversion experience for you as well, my friend. We discussed about the $1 million 10x conversion system, how to build your own real deal online coaching business that you can run from anywhere in the world and even sell one day if you wanted to. The foolproof system to mathematically prove you how you can actually convert your business into money making machine in quick time. Okay, so we did all of these things. So drop me your likes. If you've not subscribed thus far, consider subscribing to this channel. I will be posting a lot of great content which will actually show you the right way of doing things as I go down the line. Okay, so hit the notification bell so that you know whenever I post a new video. Share and spread this message. Your sharing can help someone, and I can actually assure you that it will come back to you if you share. And if it actually helps someone, it will come back to you, my friend, in one way or the other. Leave your comments. I would love to see what is the learnings which you had from this video. If you have questions, you can ask me, and I'll also leave my email in the comment section. If you have more questions, you can actually ask me on my email as well. So I've done this just with the intention because you want this, my friend. Okay, so now you are aware of all the things which you require in order to become a digital coach. So you will not fall into any trap. You will not fall into any fluff. You want this. You don't want this. Okay, so be very sure when you have to build your business that you have the right game plan in front of you. Now, if you wanted to just download this one-page planning sheet which has all the 3 secrets and 9 steps, you can go on this address URL and you can download your one-page business coaching planning sheet. And so this way you can actually grab this one page. So I hope this helped you. Thanks for watching. I hope this added value to you. Thank you. Bye-bye.